Hey everybody, it's Julie with Reflections Framing and Stitching. Today is Monday. It is, I don't know what today is, 12th I think. 12th or 13th? 13th maybe. 13th. Doesn't really matter. You're not going to see it today anyway. I am just recording this because I did not attach all of the retreat video to the video that I will be posting tomorrow. You'll see it tomorrow. It was going to be like 2 hours long, and I figured that after an hour you've had enough of me. So I thought I would quickly record this. It's been a busy day already. You know, my Mondays off are usually not a day off. It's usually full of work. So I got up this morning and I called the vet at 8 o'clock and made an appointment for rags because I found a lump near her spine over the weekend, and I wanted that checked out as soon as possible. So I made that appointment, and then I went to Sam's and got some things that we were out of from Sam's, and then I came home. I worked on the video you'll see tomorrow, and then I took Raggy to the vet, and he thinks it's just a fatty tumor, but he says it's kind of solid, more solid than what a fatty tumor usually is. But you know, he took a little sample out of it, and he said he didn't really see much in it, so I should just keep an eye on it. But I'm just wondering if that might be, since it's right by her spine, if it might be pinching on some nerves or something, because she has that shudder thing that I think I've mentioned to you before. You know, when someone walks over your grave and you shudder, she does that quite frequently anymore. But, you know, he said it's nothing to worry about at this point, so I'm not going to worry about it at this point. Picked up some dog food, picked up some medicine, picked up some bones for her, and came back home and worked some more on the video. It's uploading right now, so I thought, okay, I'm going to do this before I start making dinner. And yeah, so I'm going to show you some stitching progress that I've had in the last 2 weeks, and or week. I think it's only been a week. I'll show you that stitching progress, and then I'll attach the rest of the retreat video to that. So let's get started, shall we? All right, first thing I'm going to show you is Spring Songbird, I think, from that Nat Nolu, however it's pronounced. I don't know for sure, so covering my bases. And it looks like this. It's so cute, and the colors are so pretty, and it's so much fun to stitch because the colors are so pretty. So I worked on this last Monday during a Zoom call, and this is what I've gotten done. You can't see a lot of it because it's the cream color. That will be surrounded by other colors, so eventually it's going to show, but right now it doesn't show real well. So I got some more fill-in done here and a little bit of the white flower. It's really cute. I really like it. I have this idea in my head for how I want to finish it. I don't know if it'll work or not. And then I forgot to show you one that I did work on at retreat. I had kind of forgotten that I worked on it. But I did, so I'm going to show it to you now. I don't have the full picture because the dogs ate it. But it's similar to this. It's a With Thy Needle and Thread, Manor at Peacock Hill. It's an old one. I've been working on it for a number of years. I am getting, I don't know, somewhat close to being, if I was Kate, I'd say I was almost done. But I'm me, so I'm going to say I'm getting somewhat close to being done. I worked on the peacock. I finished the tail, and then I filled in some more of the body. So not a whole lot of progress, but we're going to take it because progress is progress. Every stitch counts. It does indeed. Okay, and lastly, Hawk Run Hollow. And I'm working on the grist mill. And I've made some pretty good progress on that. I'm working down here. Remember, I have to work from the bottom and work my way up. I finished the total border. And then I've been working down here and building upwards. So I think I'm getting close to being able to start on the grist mill itself. I've got a little bit of brown, I think, to put in. Yeah, I think I have a little bit of brown to put in here. And then I can start, and I have to finish a little bit of blue down here. But then I can start the actual mill, and I'll probably break it up because that's just a lot of fill. There's a tree that's going to come up on this side and hang over the mill with the sign on it. And then there's a pine tree over here. So I'll probably bop back and forth between those, and so I don't get totally bored with the fill on the house. So that's, I made some progress. Not maybe as much as you might have made, but I made some progress. Tonight I will work on my little birdie again during my Zoom call, and then I'll go back to working on Hawk Run because now that I'm that close to being done, I just want to be done. So I'm going to work on that pretty much every other day other than Mondays during the Zoom call. I'll work on, so I'll do 6 days of, I will have 6 days available to stitch on Hawk Run. I may not always get stitching done on all 6 days, but I'm going to try. And then just work on the bird on Mondays. And then when I finish, my plan is when I finish Hawk Run, to choose one of the other ones that I have close to being done or semi-close to being done. Could be Anatisse, it could be this peacock, and try and work on that. However, there is a little bit of a not an issue, but something that will distract from totally focusing like I am on Hawk Run, and that is while we were at retreat, the issue of, or the subject of Lola Crow's new mystery stitch, the Extraordinary Birds, came up. And you know me, birds. So in the back of my head, I'd been thinking, well, maybe I want to stitch that, but it's a mystery stitch, and I'm not very fond of mystery stitches, so perhaps I'll just wait until, the mystery part of it is done, and then I'll stitch it. But we started talking about it, and that morphed into a stitch along for it. So there I am. We're going to have a stitch along. There's maybe 12 of us doing the stitch along. People are still gathering the official stitch along has already started. Lola Crow has released the the aviary, that structure already. And I think the first of the birds is going to be released. But it looks like this, in case you guys hadn't seen it, which I don't know how you couldn't, but in case you hadn't, this is the structure. And then the birds will start going in here and there and everywhere. And she recommended a medium to light fabric in a blue or a green or beige. And of course I had to do something different. I don't try to do these things. They just happen. I tried to do a lighter blue or a lighter green or a lighter beige, but my heart kept saying no. You know, in my head, I think extraordinary birds probably are not coming from Nebraska. They're coming from, you know, rainforests and jungles and where it's dark and moody. So I went with a dark and moody fabric. And it may or may not work out. I did email the designer, and I asked her if she thought this fabric would work, and she said she didn't actually have any of it to see, but I should stitch the black on it, and if the black showed, it should be fine. And I had already done that. I had already stitched a little bit of the black on it, and I could still see it, and I showed it several other people, and they could still see it. So we're gonna go for it, and I may have to tweak some things. But the fabric that I chose was Sequoia, 40 count Sequoia from Atomic Ranch. And it's gonna hang this way. So see, there's a lighter portion. I went with a 4-inch border so that the cage will actually fall in that lighter portion of the fabric. So fingers crossed that it will work out the way I think it will. I tried and I tried to go with something else, and I just couldn't. So so that's going to, because I am not going to drag this stitch along out for 10 years or 8 years or 5 years. I would like to somewhat keep up with it, but we're already behind. People had 6 weeks to do the framework. And like I said, people are still trying to get their stuff together. So we haven't picked an absolute start date yet, but I think it's going to be fairly soon. I'm thinking before the end of May we would start, I hope. And then I think we'll give ourselves 6 weeks to get the framework done, and then, you know, we can add a bird or two a week and see how it goes. We're a little bit, you know, loosey-goosey in our stitch-alongs at the shop, mainly because I flake out most of the time, so I don't see a reason to have a whole lot of rules that I'm probably going to break. So, but I'm going to try. I will eventually get it done. Like I am almost finished with Hawk Run. So eventually I get it done. It takes me a while. What else? Do I have anything else to tell you about? I don't necessarily think so. I hope that you guys will answer the questions that I'm asking the stitchers, because, you know, I want to get to know you guys too. So if you could answer those down in the comments, that would be an amazing thing. It would be really nice. And then then my stitchers can get to know you guys, and you guys get to know them. It'd just be good. It would be very good. So, yeah, I don't have any other stitching related news. I hope everyone that celebrated Mother's Day had a good one. Mine was pretty quiet. Abby and the kids were here from Friday until yesterday morning, Sunday morning. So that was not quiet. That was not quiet. They're normal kids, and they're young, 5 and 3, so they make noise. But it was fun to have them here. I think they were ready to go home on Sunday. And then we worked outside. Well, Dan mostly worked outside. He was supposed to be power washing some of that mud that came through in that one snowstorm we had. So he was working on that, and there was some yard work done, and I was going to make lasagna yesterday, and it just got kind of late, so we ordered from Texas Roadhouse, and he picked it up and brought it home, and we had dinner, and he fell asleep, and I stitched and watched TV, and so it was a good day. Had a good day. Alex and Emily popped in and brought me it's an Aura picture frame. Don't know if you're familiar, but it's like a digital picture frame, so you can invite people to put pictures on it, so that I can keep up with the kids and the grandkids and what they're doing, and I can upload things onto it, which I did. I've got some of the, when we go to the lodge pictures, I've got those on there, and dog pictures and flower and butterfly pictures that I've taken, as well as, pictures of the kids and the grandkids. So that was a very nice and thoughtful gift. So thank you, Alex. Thank you, Emily. Sometimes they do watch the videos. So thank you. I appreciate it. It's a good gift. So I hope that all of you had a good day too. The weather's been beautiful. I did have to turn the air conditioner on. So we've got it set fairly high, and we're using a fan to just kind of keep the air moving a little bit, so it doesn't maybe have to be up as high and work as hard. So maybe it will last. It's been 89, 90 degrees, I think. But later on this week, I think it's supposed to drop back into the 70s, which is good because it's only May. We're not supposed to have 90 degrees in May. And not supposed to have any rain either. Let's see, what else can I update you on? Connie's doing well after her surgery. She says it hurts, but it's not as bad as what she thought it would be, which is good. And she's putting in her work at the physical therapy. So I told her she needed to come to Omaha sometime before too long. She didn't know about that, but I'm sure if she can, she will. And let's see what else. I think that's about it. I was going to pop in a picture or two of, in the last video that you will see tomorrow. You'll have already seen it. I was going to pop in a picture of where I put the new flower frog that I got and show you that. And with that, I'm going to call this done. I will attach the rest of those videos. And we will see you in the next one. So you take care until then. Bye. Good afternoon. It is Saturday, May the 3rd, and today we are going to interview Colleen or Coco or Coco Chanel or any of the other nicknames that I call her.
Yes.
Which she, I think, hates, but I do it anyway.
No comment.
See, she hates it. So I thought we'd start, before I interview you, give you the questions.
Okay.
We could show them a little bit about what you like to stitch.
Yes, you'll see a theme.
You will definitely see a theme.
Monochrome.
She does beautiful work.
So this one is, I think it's Love at First Sight.
You can bring it in a little closer.
Long
so they
dog.
Can see it. Yeah. That's pretty. And
Yeah.
do you know what your fabric and floss are, or
You know,
if anyone is interested?
it's a 40 count. Let me look it up. See, you should have told me I was going to have
Look,
to do
it's got
this.
bees.
It's got bees.
And rabbits?
It's got all kinds of animals in it. Yeah.
And you finished Death by Cross Stitch, right?
I did. It's hanging
Finished
on my wall.
Death by Cross Stitch.
Did you do
Yeah.
it all in one color?
I did. The same color as is on this other one that I'll show. So this one,
Okay.
36 count Cafe au lait, fiber on a whim,
Okay.
and it's Silks for You PRO 10
Okay.
is the green.
It's quite pretty.
Yeah, I like it. And then to carry on the theme, another long dog. What is this? Land of Cockaigne,
Possibly.
I think, is that one.
It's got
And
dragons.
It's got dragons and unicorns.
Unicorns.
And that one is the Land of Cockaigne, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's 36 count prairie grass and Silks for You, but I didn't put down the number. It's kind of a rose.
It's pinky red. Yeah.
Rose. Yeah.
Very pretty.
We'll shake it up a bit.
Okay. Shake it up.
There's this one, which is,
That's a Rosewood Manor, right?
it's Rosewood Manor. Hawthorne Hill Sampler is that one. And this is, I tried to match the fabric. Actually, Julie picked it out
Yes.
to what the picture, which it's a,
Hold it up a little bit closer.
yeah, it's
There.
Atomic Ranch.
Yes, it is Atomic Ranch, nutmeg, I believe.
Yes, I think that's
and
correct.
according to Colleen, it's a bitch to work on.
Oh my gosh. It is so tight. I swear this is 400 count. It's not 40 count. I'm going blind. I'm going
Not the first time we have heard these words this weekend.
Oh my gosh. I just wanted to make sure that they knew what the... Yeah, and I can't find it. I'm pretty sure you're right. It's
nutmeg from Atomic Ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this one is Pandemic. Further along on that. I'm stitching this as a companion piece to the Death by Cross Stitch. I'm using the same fabric and the same thread so they can hang side by side.
And the same insane brain.
Yeah, it's
Wow,
probably
that's
36
big.
count. Let's see. Pandemic.
It's awfully pretty, but
Yeah, why is it not finding any of these? I want to say, gosh, thought I had it in here.
Wren?
It's Ren.
Does
Maybe
Wren sound right? 'Cause
Yeah.
it kind of looks like Wren.
Yeah, and
The
it's
color, I don't know.
It's a Silks for You. I think it's like PR 123 or something like that. It's a teal and a blue. So,
Very nice.
Yeah. And then I guess the only other thing I have to show is one I just started. Just
Which,
this one.
hey, guess what?
But I'm excited about this one because
You're
this
making
is,
changes on this,
I
right?
am. Yeah, I found this out of print pattern by Crown and Thistle. It's Quaker Seasons of Friendship, and I didn't realize until after I bought it that it's like 4 seasons. Winter, spring, summer, fall. So instead of doing this one monochrome like my log dogs, I picked some thread gatherer threads. So like there's like blues and browns for winter. There's some pinks and greens for spring. The autumn colors are plum and brown. So yeah, I'm kind of playing with those a little bit. So when I'm done, it'll actually
Kind of working as you go to deciding what you want to use?
yeah,
or-
but then that way I can see the 4 quadrants, and it won't be all one color.
Okay.
So yeah, that's about it right now.
And normally I would show you what I worked on yesterday, but I did negative stitching yesterday, so I have nothing. I have nothing to show you. So we're just going to go into the Learn to Know Your Stitcher questionnaire.
All right.
She has not. Now the rest of them have all heard the questions already. She was not here until late yesterday.
Yeah.
So she hasn't heard the questions. So we're going to get like spontaneous answers.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
I'm ready as I'll ever
nervous. She's scared. She doesn't know what to expect. It's not that bad.
I imagine it's probably not.
It's not. Okay. Best sandwich.
Grilled cheese.
Okay. You're the first grilled cheese.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good one.
Hi, Jane.
I like a
grilled
good.
cheese.
Is it just one cheese, or do you like to mix it up, or
1.5 pieces of cheese.
1.5 pieces of American or cheddar?
American.
Okay.
Yeah, just plain Jane.
Just plain Jane?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Reminds me of home. Yep.
That's good. Okay. Name, I don't know if you'll have one of this. One cross stitch piece that you chart that you love, but you know you're never going to get to it, never going to stitch it, no matter how much you love it. It's probably not going to happen.
See, and you're expecting me to remember the names of all the patterns in my stash at home.
No, just the one that you will love but will never stitch.
You know, I started it's not a Mirabilia. What is it?
Lavender and lace?
No, like the big ones that we're working on.
Red Hollows?
No, the one you and I started
Chatelaine.
Chatelaine.
Oh.
Yes, I actually started a Chatelaine. I hope I finish it in this life, but I don't know that I will.
So you're not actively stitching on it?
No,
Okay.
no. I've kind of got half of the middle done,
Half of the middle.
and I have it all kitted.
Uh-huh.
I've
And those
spent a
are
lot of money
expensive
on
to-
that, so I should finish
Yes,
it.
ma'am. Those are not an inexpensive kit.
Because I was following Julie's advice. You know, if you were stuck on an island and you had to have one piece with you, would that be that you would never stitch? So yeah,
Okay.
I was crazy, and
So you're not planning to ever end up on an island, is what you're saying?
I'm not.
Okay. All right. Okay. Scariest animal?
Scariest animal. A rabid raccoon.
A rabid raccoon.
I've been chased by a non-rabid one once. I can only imagine.
What did you do to the poor thing?
This was years ago. I was living in an apartment, and I was coming home from class late at night. I was walking home, and there was a raccoon on the second level of another apartment, and we locked eyes. And he did not, he was staring at me, did not move his gaze, and just started slinking down the stairs and heading straight for me, and I just hightailed it to my apartment.
It kind of sounds similar to what the situation we have going on this weekend.
Deer?
With Ashanti and the deer.
The deer, yes.
Shanti disappears out to her car every
Yeah.
evening, and she's now carrying a lantern with her because there's rabid deer out there that are going to attack her if she doesn't have light.
Yeah. I just know how scary it was with it when it was normal chasing me, and so I can only imagine a rabid one would be.
What do you suppose would have happened if you just stopped and stared it down?
Oh, it would have attacked me.
You think so? Ripped your face off?
It did not look friendly. I was not going to wait around and see.
So what does a friendly raccoon look like?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't care for them.
Okay. All right. Raccoon.
Yeah.
French knots or backstitch?
Oh, backstitch.
Okay. What is the most used app on your phone?
Oh, that is a good question. It's actually a stitching app. And it would be X Stitch Plus to keep track of all of
Really?
my whips.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are the first one that hasn't said Facebook.
Oh, I'm not on Facebook or social media very much.
Okay.
Yeah, really not.
Good. Name one designer you would like to meet in person and have like meaningful conversation with. Whatever that would entail.
Who's the designer behind Rosewood Manor? Or
Karen Kluba.
or the Drawn Thread.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that-
I like
that
their
person's
patterns a
name.
lot.
They
Yeah.
are nice. I have stitched a couple.
I like the fact that there's just some specialty stitches, but it's not like overwhelming. But yeah, I really like their patterns. So I'd say the thread.
Did you?
Drawn Thread.
Oh no, she has one.
She has one. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what's going to happen to your cross stitch when you die?
That's a very good question.
Does it have an
Actually,
answer?
you
Do
know,
you have a plan?
when I frame things and put them on a wall, I put, like all the information, like when I stitched it, and that kind of thing, what I used for threads and stuff. But I also put like the price, how much I've invested, not my time, but materials and framing. So at least after I'm gone, my family has some kind of idea of how much they can get for it. But I was just telling my husband this last week, if I should get in an accident and be in a coma or die or whatever, don't just throw my cross stitch away. That there's, websites you can post stuff on, and there's a lot of people who will probably buy it. So yeah, it's worth some money. So
Okay.
we'll see.
So no, it's not in your will or.
Not yet.
Okay.
I have a few pieces I've done that I consider like heirloom pieces that I will probably say I want my son to have, this American flag.
Does he want it?
Well, it's an American flag, so he would probably take that one. I have a modern folk embroidery one that I did. It was a Scottish sampler, and my ancestry goes back to Scotland, so I might give that to my daughter. But
Does
Or-
she appreciate your stitching?
I think so. And I have a
Okay.
couple other larger pieces I'd probably split between the two of them, but yeah, I
Okay.
don't know.
All
We'll
right.
see.
Good answer. All right. What's your favorite action movie?
Ooh, favorite act. I like sci-fi. My favorite though. That is a really good question. Gosh, put me on the spot. The names are all flying out of my head right now. I always really enjoyed the, and this is going to date me, the Star Wars saga, because I was like probably 10 or 11 when the first movie came out, and I saw it with my parents. But I liked the last movie in that the most. So I forget what it's called, The Rise of Skywalker or something like that.
Okay.
So,
those are the.
and if I really want to stress myself out, it would be one of the Mission Impossible movies, but they always like majorly stress me out. So with all the adrenaline, so.
There's that new show on I think it's Netflix, or could be Prime. Night Watch.
I haven't seen that one.
Is it Night Watch?
Is it good?
I haven't finished this year because it's so stressful. I can't.
Yeah.
It's that Night Agent. That's
Oh,
it.
I did
Night
start to
Agent.
watch that.
Yeah. The first season was fine, but this season I'm like so tense. I can't.
And a lot of times I'll watch TV while I stitch, but I'm stitching.
with that.
I'm stitching to unwind and de-stress for my
Yeah.
day. So watching something like that
Hallmark, hon.
does it work?
Hallmark. You
Yeah.
can just listen, and you pretty much know the whole story.
Yeah, this is true.
And so, yeah, you're in like Flynn.
There you go. Good
Someone
idea.
asks you a question about it, you know.
There you
And
go.
it ended happily ever after,
Yeah.
which is what we want. Okay, so is exercise is cross stitch your only form of exercise?
No.
Okay. Favorite smell?
Oh, it would have to be vanilla. I mean, I don't like flowery stuff. It gives me a headache. So I like more of the, I don't know, like the home baking kind of, like cinnamon, clove, vanilla, that kind of thing. Yeah.
All right, here's another tough one.
Okay.
It's going to make you think.
Okay.
It's similar to the island one.
I'm at a stitching retreat. I'm not supposed to be thinking.
Similar to the island question.
Okay.
Okay. You can only hang one piece of cross stitch in your house. Everything else, the walls are bare.
Does it have to be something that's finished already?
Well, you're going to hang it.
Okay,
So
okay, got it, yeah.
I'm assuming, yes, it's finished and framed and ready, or made into a banner or a wall hanger, whatever. But that's the only thing you can hang on your walls for the rest of your life. Which piece is it?
It would probably be the modern folk embroidery Scottish sampler that I did. Just because because it was a Scottish sampler, I changed some of the border, so it had more Scottish themes, like the plaids and things like that. I changed up a lot of things in that design to make it more personal, and did all the some of the initials back to Robert the Bruce, because my maiden name is Bruce. So and then I stitched like the name of the clan at the top, and then the translation of what it stood for at the bottom. So I changed up a lot of things to make it really personal.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's very
and
cool.
use clan colors on that too.
Oh,
So
there
yeah.
you go. All right. So what number am I thinking of?
48.
Nope.
I never said I was clairvoyant or could read minds.
Last question.
Okay.
It's a doozy.
Okay.
All right. Describe the rest of your life in 5 words.
In 5 words.
5 words.
Sitting most of the time. I work at a computer. I'm sitting all day, and then I stitch at night, and I'm sitting while I stitch. So yeah, sitting most of the time.
We haven't had that answer yet.
Well, there you go.
Well,
I'm not wrong.
I
am not wrong.
think there's a large portion of us that could, that would be
Relate?
the- yeah.
Yes.
Yes, definitely. Well, thank you very much for partaking. I know you were reluctant and nervous.
Oh, it's okay. Thank you.
It was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun. It was fun, right?
It was great. Fantastic.
Hey, Wendy,
Hey, Julie.
would you like to answer the questions?
Sure, she would.
I just have to slide this over. Just kind of like slowly slide. I'm going to move your light
Move
back.
everything over. Sure.
Slowly slide. And there, look, there you are.
There I am.
It's magic. Okay, how about you show us some of the things you've been working on? I know some of them are probably over on the table.
One is over
but-
there, yes. What I'm currently working on right now is, I believe it's Sampler Primitive
this is Wendy.
3. Hi. So there's this was our monogamous, or my monogamous stitch when we had that challenge at last year's retreat. So.
So you started it then?
No.
No? You
No, I
brought it
still
up.
had some.
Okay.
But yes, then this is all I stitched on. So I am very close. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Well, it's very pretty.
And I'm loving it.
Is it?
I am
Who
loving
is
it.
it? Marjorie Massey.
Marjorie Massey.
Okay.
Mhm. So yes, that
Very
is.
pretty.
And then the one that shares the same bag that's been giving me fits all
Again,
weekend.
everyone is having issues. Our orc, they're blaming it on the orc containers because the orc
Yeah.
containers are frogs this year,
Yes.
and everyone is making good use of them.
Yes. So this is
It's rabbit.
Rabbit and Company or something like that. What is it? Cocktail and Cottontail.
Cottontail and Company.
Cocktail is what I really want.
We could probably use a cocktail or two, I
Yeah.
think.
By
Yes.
Scattered Seed. And that is on 36 count? No, 40 count prairie grass.
Prairie grass.
And it is giving me fits. So this part here, I worked on all afternoon on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Right before dinner, discovered I used the wrong color. So it came out in like 10 minutes.
I've done
After
that.
4 hours, yes.
I did that.
And then that's how far I gotten
Yeah.
that evening. This is all I worked on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. I
so
just
yeah.
I did the same thing yesterday
So
on my
that's-
new start.
And then the other one I'm working on, I did over there, it is every opening flower.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise
So-
known as.
Every
blooming.
Every blooming flower, yes.
Pretty much that's what everyone calls it, is every blooming flower, but it is every opening flower. What number retreat is this that you've been to?
I think this is number 5.
Number 5.
Yeah.
Wow. We can't get rid
I'm
of her.
growing. Yeah, you can.
No, we're always very happy to have you. Okay, are you ready for the questionnaire?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. Best sandwich.
Reuben.
You people and
I
your sauerkraut.
love my sauerkraut. Yes.
You people and your sauerkraut.
Yep.
Okay. I'll try not to judge you. It
I
will be
appreciate
hard.
that. It will.
Okay.
Okay.
What one piece of cross stitch or a chart that you love but will probably never stitch?
What have I got?
Any haze in that bag?
You know, no, I do not. No, I don't have that. But yes, there is one that I would absolutely love to do. It is a horse,
Mm-hmm.
and she is in all different colors of white.
Okay.
And with my first horse being a gray, it kind of connects, but I don't know that I want to do a full coverage of white and every shade of white that there could be.
I can't say as I blame you for that one.
Because it is an Arabian,
Uh-huh.
and I would love it, but yeah, it may just be framed, the picture, out of the book.
Understandable.
I see it,
That
and
one's
then I'm like, oh, yeah, that's really pretty. No, not now. Yeah,
understandable.
okay.
Okay, scariest animal?
Wolverine?
Have you run into many?
No, thank goodness.
So
They're not in Nebraska, so that's nice.
Well,
I think they're more northwest.
okay. All right.
But, okay.
Then why is it scary for you?
I don't know, it's got big teeth. I've seen pictures. I watch Omaha, Angel of Omaha.
Okay.
It's a mean
All right.
thing.
French knots or backstitch?
Backstitch, please. Although I have discovered, I did a project that had a lot of colonial knots. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
They come out a little more uniformly than the
Yeah.
French knots. I don't
Yeah.
like my French knots.
Mm-hmm.
But the colonial knot's not bad. But I'd still, between those two, probably backstitch.
Okay. All right. So what's the most used app on your phone?
Probably YouTube.
Okay. That's a different answer.
I'm not on Facebook, so YouTube probably.
Okay.
Mhm.
Name one designer you would like to meet in person and have a meaningful conversation with
Probably Jenny McGowan from the Blue Flower.
from Blue Flower?
Yeah.
She's very nice. You'd like her.
I'd like to meet.
You'd like her. What's going to happen with your cross stitch when you die?
I have no idea.
You know what I'm learning from
But-
this questionnaire? So we
I
need
don't-
to get our shit together. Figure out a plan for our stuff.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. I tried to get a great niece interested in cross stitch. I don't necessarily know that it worked.
Yeah.
She seemed interested. I don't know that she did what I gave her.
Hmm.
And now she's doing gymnastics, so I don't know.
How old is she?
She is now 10.
Yeah, she's a little young yet.
So I think I tried to get her when she was
She can
8.
always,
But
she
so I'm
can always
hoping-
circle back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know my sister-in-law cross stitches occasionally.
Mhm.
She's not. So I'm hoping that family, they like the things I give them. So I'm hoping the ones that are finished and framed and stuff, they'll take.
They'll take? Okay.
But it's like, I'm with Colleen. Yeah, there's places that will take this stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because the collection of stash is growing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I'm running out of time.
Yeah, that clock ticking is getting louder.
Yes.
Favorite action movie?
I don't know if it's action. Well,
Is there a fight scene in it?
no. My mind just went to, because it's Kentucky Derby Day, my mind went to Secretariat, but that's not really,
That's not really an action movie.
or Seabiscuit. They're not really
No.
action
No.
movies. But I love action. Oh, you know what? San Andreas. I love San Andreas.
Is that like an earthquake movie?
Mhm.
Okay, all right. Okay. I don't think
Oh,
I've
you
seen
know
it.
what? Another one that's really good is Skyscraper. That's a really good movie. Okay, well, let's go with that
Skyscraper?
one. Skyscraper's a
You
good
like
movie.
Dwayne Johnson.
I don't think
That's-
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I'm kind of a rock fan
I don't,
lately. With his movies have been pretty good
I'm
lately.
not familiar.
It's a really good movie.
Okay. All right. So is cross stitch your only form of exercise?
It is not.
What?
I grow the things you don't like.
Yeah.
Vegetables.
Vegetables. A lot of vegetables.
And that gardening is exercise. You're bending and twisting and
Yeah, my hips
Pulling
don't usually
and-
like me afterwards.
maybe when you were younger.
Yeah,
But
but yes,
yeah,
that is the plan. Is
okay.
planting
That's,
potatoes tomorrow.
that's a good exercise.
Hmm.
What's your favorite smell?
Horses. Yep.
And if you could only hang one piece of cross stitch in your house, and that's all you can hang on your walls,
This is not going to be a surprise to you. It's the Four Horses of the Apocalypse. It was my very first, absolutely huge full coverage. And it's got the four horses.
how come I've never seen it?
I don't know. Should I bring it to the shop so you can see it?
I think you should. Yeah.
It's.
Or
I
you
love
could have brought it
It's-
here and put it on the show and tell table, which is, kind
I
of
had
absent.
entered it in the county fair probably, gosh, 15 years ago, maybe. I mean,
Really?
it's old. I've had it for a long time, but I love it
Wow.
because it's a chestnut,
Mm-hmm.
a bay, a black, and a white, and they're all the different. Yes, I love it. It's huge. But yes, I will bring it to the shop
I would love to see it in
Because
person.
it's-
That would be amazing.
because it wasn't even a kit. It was just I had the book.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a leisure arts
Okay.
book from a long time ago, and yeah, it took me a while to do, but
Are you familiar with the old black and white print of the Four Horses of the Apocalypse? Like
I
old.
don't know.
My grandmother used to have that hanging on her wall. I highly doubt it was hers to begin with because she wasn't really a horse-loving person. But it hung on her wall, and that's why I'm familiar with it.
Okay.
Is because I would have liked it, but we didn't get anything when she died.
Aw.
Yeah, all I wanted was the cereal bowls. She had bubble glass cereal bowls that she always gave us cereal in, but my cousin took them.
Oh,
So
that's rude.
I was very sad. Very, very sad. And I think Melanie wanted the marble bucket, which was technically a lard bucket full of marbles
Oh, okay.
that we played with when we were at Grandma's house.
Mhm.
But the cousins got that too.
Oh.
That's what happens when you're not there.
Right.
We were 4 hours away. So,
Ah.
what number am I thinking of?
5.
No.
I think she keeps changing.
I think she does too.
It's the same. It's my favorite number.
Oh. Apparently
far-
you've never told anybody.
I have. I've actually shared it with Doreen, and she couldn't remember what it was.
She has, and I can't remember.
Okay.
It's what it is.
Is it 11?
She's trying again.
No. Describe the rest of your life in 5 words.
Okay. 5 words.
This is a tough one for people.
She said.
That would be
Ditto.
cheating.
No.
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 This is your life. You don't want to be stuck with hers.
I'm so looking forward to retirement, but I still have about 10 years to go.
That's right. You're younger than some of
Oh,
us.
yeah. Friendship,
One.
family, cross stitching.
Thank you.
Does that count as 2 or 1?
One.
Depends on how you spell it.
Counts for 1, Linda.
Animals,
Okay. One more.
one more. flowers, my garden. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you, Wendy. It
Of
was
course.
nice to get to know you a little bit better. See, I did not know you'd stitch the Four Horses of the Apocalypse. And now I have to
So
see
now,
it.
now you have to see it.
Now I have
Okay,
to see
I'll have
it.
to, I will take it off the
Or
wall.
at least a
and-
picture.
Yeah, I don't
But
know that I
in
ever.
person would be better, but.
Of course.
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
Yes, so, okay.
do that.
We'll catch you in the next interview if I can sucker anyone else into it. So, bye. Let's see if I can get it shut. Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, May the 4th, so may the 4th be with you. It is the last day of retreat. We have done quite a bit this morning already. We finished up shopping, and there's a bunch of us that have decided to do a stitch along on the latest Lola Crow. What is it? Extraordinary Birds, I think. So we're all trying to get our ducks in a row where that's concerned. Elizabeth decided she wanted me to give her the questionnaire. She's still shaking her head no. But she might if we all encourage her. She might. She says no. But your answers will probably be wonderful. She's still. She won't even say anything if I've got the camera going. It's very sad. See my sad face, Elizabeth? Nope, no response. So, anyway, I thought I would show you what I worked on. Maybe. That I didn't rip out, because that's been the issue. There's been a lot of stitching and a lot of ripping. So, I did work on my Dunvegan fairy flag from Primitive Hair, so, and it looks like that. So I worked a little more. Nah, actually, I think the only thing I got done was the red parts here. I may have gotten a little bit down here in the castle, but I don't think so. I don't think so. So not much progress on that one. I did work on the songbird. No, not that one. This is my lovely bag. I love this bag. So the songbird, spring songbird. I did start that one, and I worked on it pretty much most of yesterday because I was enjoying the colors so much and not making any mistakes. So I did that one. So it looked like that. Isn't it pretty? And that's really about it. I'm going to work on hawk run. I started the last and final block of my hawk run this morning, so we're going to do that, and we'll start packing up in a couple of hours to head home. So I think we've had a good retreat. Rosie, have we had a good retreat?
It's been excellent.
I think we've had a good retreat.
They always are.
And I think pretty much everyone has had a good retreat. So that's my update, unless I can find someone who wants to take the questionnaire. I'm getting the stink eye from Kelly. I was looking at Kelly to see if she, maybe wanted to, but she's gonna come and do it. Awesome. Awesome. Kelly has been in and out of the stitching room. Excuse me. I'm trying to reach my questionnaire. In and out of the stitching room all weekend long to do homework. She's going to school. She was one of how many? 10, 20?
Out of my school district, one of 6.
One of 6. There's a chair. one of 6 that was chosen to have the school district pay for your school to send her to school to become a school teacher. This is Kelly.
Hello.
Kelly's fairly new to retreats. You've been here, what, 3 or 4 times now? Yeah.
I think this is my 4th retreat.
She may have been to other retreats, but to this retreat, this is like her 4th time. No, this I was your first.
You're my first.
Wow, I feel special.
Maybe my first and only.
Only? Really? You don't think you'd ever go to anyone else's? Have I spoiled you?
Yeah, you spoiled me.
I spoiled you. Okay. So anyway, it's a big deal that she was one of the chosen ones. Maybe we should get you a T-shirt that says the chosen one.
Yes,
Should we?
maybe.
I think my next T-shirt is definitely going to be the one that says "Have the day you deserve." I think that's my next T-shirt. Have the day you deserve. That's going to be my next T-shirt.
So watch out.
So, you know. So, what have you been working on, Miss Kelly?
Been mainly working on the aquarium.
Let's hold it. Let's see if I can get it a little closer for him. So this is Lola Crow, the aquarium. And I think if there was a designer I would like to meet and spend some quality time with, I think it would be her, Lola Crow.
I would agree.
Because I'd really like to, where does she get her ideas from? And her color choices are amazing, and the research that she puts into them, it's just awesome.
Yep, Doreen says she's going to print because she did for each of these animals, she did something and she wants to put it on the back of the frame after she gets done.
Sure, that's a great idea. Because Doreen, you've done just the greenhouse? Okay. Doreen has finished the greenhouse. Finished?
Yes. You stretched it for me.
Oh, that's right. That was yours. I stretched. It's not framed yet, but it's stretched. Ashanti.
I'm going to take it. I'm going to sneak into the shop and I'm going to take the greenhouse.
Ashanti has done which ones?
She is working on the aquarium, but I don't know if she's done any of the other ones. It's Nicole who's Nicole's the one who's done the greenhouse. She's done the library. She's working on the aquarium as well.
Yeah, Nicole. She's done the most, but we're going to do those birds, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to do the birds, and we've gotten lots of people to join us on that one.
That one's going to be fun, I think. That one's going to be really fun. So, all right, I'm going to start asking you the questions.
Okay.
Are you prepared?
Yes, I might start sweating, but I'm prepared.
That's okay. They're not hard.
I know.
They're not difficult.
And I know most of them. I've heard them all.
Yeah, she has her the vast majority of them, so she probably has her answers ready to go. Okay, best sandwich.
Ham and cheese.
Ham and cheese, like. Do you like it cold?
Yep, cold with lettuce,
Cold
tomato,
with lettuce,
pickle.
tomato, pickle. Okay, so not a grilled ham and cheese.
No.
Or a hot ham and cheese.
No, I
Just
could eat those,
on,
but if I had to go get a sandwich, it would be a cold ham and cheese with lettuce and tomato.
on white bread, wheat bread,
Sourdough,
sourdough.
lightly toasted.
Okay, lightly toasted. Okay, all right, that sounds good.
I'm not a Reuben person.
No, me either.
No.
I think the closest that I've gotten to cabbage in my lifetime, which they make sauerkraut from cabbage, right? Okay. Is I will eat, if you put enough cheese in it, a runza.
Oh.
But I just pretend that the green stuff is onions.
Oh, okay.
And then I can just kind of swallow it down. But you have to put enough cheese in it.
The only way that I eat cabbage is in coleslaw.
Yeah, no. No, thank you. Mm-mm. No way, Jose.
Too much green in
No, no, never, never. All right, what one cross-stitch piece do you love that you will probably never stitch?
I forget what they're called. They're the massive ones with all the colors in them.
The Hades?
Yes. Hades.
I have a few of those. I will never stitch them.
Yeah, I love them and they're beautiful.
I love to look at the picture,
Yeah,
but
I will never do a Haid.
I'm too old for those. You're young yet. You could get one done if you wanted to.
No, I'd
But
rather
I'm-
do a long dog or something else.
I'm too old for them. Good for you that can do them. That is not me. I did try though.
Did you? I've never tried. I admire, but I've never tried.
No, I tried. I have the 12 dancing princesses.
Did you do the left corner on it?
I did the. Yes, ma'am, I did. The upper left-hand corner. I did the first page of the chart, and I was doing it on 28 count over 1. 28 count Lugano over 1. Did the first page. There were 56 pages in this chart.
Yes.
Took me 3 months
Just to get the first
to do that first page done, and I did the math, and just working strictly on that for the rest of till it was done was going to take figuring 3 months per page. Like something like 15.5 years or something.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? I love you, Abby. That's my daughter. And it was supposed to be for her, but not that much.
Yeah. You can do other things.
Choose something else.
Yes.
And she never has, because that was the one she wanted. And I hear about it all the time.
You can give her the kid.
And she always
She could do it herself.
tells me it's because I'm the second child, right? I'm the middle child, isn't it? That's why you won't do it for me. That's the reason. 'Cause she's the middle child. Okay. Scariest animal.
I'll show it off when I've got the hair
Do you plan to swim with any?
No.
Never?
No.
Even if you're in a cage?
No.
No.
I've seen enough horror things of them getting into the cage with the swimmers that no. No, thank you.
Abby would like to. She's always been fascinated
Yeah,
with
there'll be a
sharks.
bouquet there that kind of covers.
I will watch them.
Girl has a little problem.
I will watch them from the boat, and I could put a camera in the water and watch them, but I will not get in the water.
I totally understand. I wouldn't either. Did you see Jaws ever? Yeah, that kind of did me in.
Yeah.
I watched the movie with of course I was thinner then and my feet could get up on the seat. My feet were up onto the seat because there might have been a shark in the movie theater.
Well, I went to Universal Studios and rode the ride. Is it Universal Studios? I can't remember.
I don't know.
As a young kid, and it was a ride with the shark, and that scared the jeebies out of me.
Yeah.
And I was over. That was done.
Yep, that was it. French knots or back stitching?
French knots.
Whoa.
They may not be perfect, but I'd rather do French knots than backstitching.
That was funny. They all gasped. I don't know if you can hear that in the video, but everyone. So, okay. What's the most used app in your phone? Not your tablet, but your phone.
My phone. I would say weather.
Weather? Okay. Name one designer you would like to meet in person.
I go between Lolo Crow and Witchy Stitcher.
Witchy Stitcher?
It's the witch. What is her name? I'll have to get back to you. Lolo Crow.
Lola Crow?
Yeah.
We're twinsies. What's going to happen to your cross stitch when you die?
It will probably get donated to Goodwill.
To Goodwill. Well, whoever is going to donate it, the Goodwills around here tend to throw away anything cross stitch.
Really?
That's what I was told. Is they do not keep cross stitch; they just throw it away. So take it to Salvation Army or one of those other places.
I know. I found some cross stitch at I forget what of them. It's not at Goodwill, but I found some of them in other
Yeah,
places.
the good people at Goodwill in Papillion told me we're just going to throw that away. So
That's sad.
I said, okay, good to know. And your favorite action movie? And Hallmark doesn't count?
I don't really watch action movies.
So no Tom Cruise, no.
Because the piece that I made
It's a tough one for me too, because I would say Die Hard.
I think is it True Lies an action?
Yeah, that's an action movie. True Lies.
That pops into my head.
Okay.
All
All
I
right.
watched that one.
True Lies is good. Do I think Doreen? That was one of her choices.
Yes.
Is cross stitch your only form of exercise?
Well, it was like a,
You don't count chasing
not a
kids
baggy
at
bag,
school.
I mean, it was like a
I probably don't
plastic
count that.
bag.
Okay. So
But
yes.
it was
Okay.
what these had originally
What's your
come
favorite
in
smell?
from Amazon. And there were still 2 left
The
in there.
ocean.
2 or 3 left.
Does it smells?
Not on the
There's
table.
Does it smell like fish?
No, it has a fresh, salty smell.
Okay. 'Cause I've never been, so
But if I had to get a candle, it'd probably be like fresh linen.
Interesting.
I do like fresh linen. That's always
I
smells
like
good.
clean smells.
Yeah, I like fresh linen. But still horse barn.
I do like leather. Oh,
Horse barn's my
No, they
favorite
were-
smell.
I just took one of these
You know.
out of it this morning.
It just
really?
I
It's
love
still on the
horses,
table.
so
yeah. I would agree with you. I would agree with you with that one because I love horses too.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
the bag, it's in the bottom.
One piece of cross stitch that you get to hang on your walls for the rest of your life. Nothing else goes on the wall. What is it?
I haven't finished a whole lot because I just came back to cross stitching.
Okay.
I have a Oogie Boogie Jack cross stitch that's hanging on the wall.
Okay. So that would be your choice.
Go in the pocket, not the bag.
That
would just drive you crazy.
Oh, that's hard. That is a hard question
It is a hard question.
because there's so many that you do that you like.
Taking the photos and measurements.
Mine would probably still be my Teresa Wensler unicorn.
You know what? If I got mine done, because I have that one kitted up, if I get that one, I would agree with you.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of work.
That's a hard stitch and it's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
And you know I've loved unicorns since
Maybe I should get on that because
I
that's
was
on
20. Maybe you should.
because it's a black fabric and I'm young enough.
I would recommend doing the black fabric before you get my age, yes. It becomes a little more difficult the older you get. What number am I thinking of?
6,000. No. 9,669.
No. And describe the rest of your life in 5 words.
Relaxing. Calm. Quiet. Honoring. And silly.
Okay. Very good. Thank you so much for participating. That wasn't hard, was it?
No.
No.
It's just being in front of the camera. That's the hard thing.
It's okay. You're with friends.
You know, and it's a cute little camera.
It's a cute little camera.
like it.
I call her Princess Leia because she's got the earbuds.
You know what? I would agree with it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. She looks exactly like Princess Leia. Not without the white clothing, though.
How long have you had this camera?
Maybe 4 or 5 months.
'Cause last time I saw you doing this at last retreat was your laptop.
I use my laptop, but this is a better picture. Plus, it's easier for me to get the it's more portable. I can move it around. It's just all around easier to use,
Easier to pack.
easier to pack. I still had to bring my laptop though for shopping, but it just I wanted something different that was a little more portable in case I want to take it to the shop to video something there. So, but I like it.
I like Princess Leia. She's adorable.
She is adorable. All right. Well, thank you so much. You may go back to stitching now.
Thank you, because I haven't done a whole lot of it.
Is Ashanti out at her car again?
Yes.
Ah,
After breakfast mint.
but no deer during the daytime,
No.
so she doesn't have to worry about it.
Nope.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you so much, Kelly.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call that a wrap for retreat, and I will probably do a little bit when I get home or tomorrow, because I have tomorrow off. I'll probably still go to the shop and unload all the stuff that I brought, but that's going to do it for right now, so see you in the next one. Bye. And that's a wrap for retreat. Another one under our belts. We had a great time. I hope you enjoyed the interviews with the stitchers. And our next retreat is supposed to be in October, first weekend in October, I believe. So I'm going to let you go, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.